Buzzworthy Radio is on. The entertainment show that gets you up close and personal with today's hottest stars. Here's your host, Novell J. Lee.
Hey guys, it's Novell J. Lee and welcome into a new Buzzcast here at Buzzworthy Radio. I had the chance to sit down and speak with Jonny Pasvolsky. He stars in the film Mortdecai alongside Johnny Depp, and we got to talk to him about working with the actor as well as the cast of this film. He had a great cast in here, and what a great guy he was. He was down to earth, very funny, and he just recently got back when we did this interview from overseas for the premiere of the movie, so we got to talk to him about that as well. Great guy. Hope you guys enjoy him. We did here at the Buzz. Here it is, our interview with Johnny. Check it out.
Novell, hi.
Hey Johnny, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So let me say your last name right. Pasvolsky?
What? Pasvolsky. Oh.
Pasvolsky.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Pasvolsky. There we go.
Nice. Good inflection.
Oh, thank you very much. So you actually star in the movie Mortdecai. You actually just got back from the UK a few days ago, because I believe they had their premiere over there. Yeah,
I was over there. We had the premiere at Leicester Square, which was really special. It's so a centre of entertainment. So it was a huge night, which was great. And then I flew to LA with everybody, and we did the premiere in LA.
Very nice. Now you play Emil in this movie, and describe the character for us a little bit in this movie.
Emil is a revolutionary. A Mediterranean revolutionary, as the script describes, which sort of means that he has a combination of accents. He's also a deeply flawed criminal, which sort of gives him a great comedic context, really, for an actor to play. And that's really what attracted me to him. And he is pretty much, he's a man trying to make his mark on the world.
And he's got a great mustache.
And he has got a great mustache. I mean, this was like working in mask work. I mean, this mustache was so great, in inverted commas, that it sort of, was like, well, how can we trim it a bit? Because I don't know if I'm here. It's just the moustache.
I just saw the mustache, and I'm just going like, wow. I'm like, that's a nice big bush.
Well, I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow's character says to Johnny's character, to Mortdecai, it looks like you've got a vagina on your lip.
See?
And and then there was some other stuff that we shot that where Johnny and I were very close, and this is after that comment, and he kind of gags. It was quite funny. Yeah, the whole moustache process was a real laugh.
I love it. That is awesome.
Yeah. Mm.
Now you kind of touched on what I was going to ask you, like what attracted you to the character piece. What I had heard was that when you first read the script, you were so into it and you liked and loved what was written that you basically, once you were done, you reread it again.
Yeah, I read it. No, I read it in a very fast read. I mean, it might have been just over an hour, incredibly fast, and then just went to the beginning and read it again immediately. To be honest, I called my agent, went to the bathroom, and then read it again. But, you know, I mean, I called my agent. I said, who is doing this? She said Johnny Depp, Lionsgate, David Kett. Mm-hmm. I don't know who was. I think Gwyneth was involved at that time. I'm actually not sure, but there was a few big names, and I was, you know, I just went, oh my God, this is heaven. I mean, it was beautiful. The script just is beautiful.
And you, as you mentioned, you have a great cast in this film, aside from Gwyneth and Johnny Depp, who I love to death, by the way. Ewan McGregor, I believe, is in this film as well. Yeah,
absolutely. Paul Bettany, Olivia Munn from The Newsroom, you know, and other films. She's just, you know, on the rise. She's so good. I had such great scenes with her. You know, this is a dream come true kind of cast, and I was really trying to focus on making sure I was learning from them. You know, open and just, you know, you do not get the opportunity to be that close and working with people of that caliber. And, right. You know, there's like 5 of them right there. It was an incredible experience for me.
I was going to say, your first day on set when you officially met all these people and started working with them, did you basically were like, wow, I cannot believe I am acting opposite of these actors right now? That as you said, that's a huge dream come true for anybody.
Look, I had a couple of weeks in Australia because I was cut out of Australia. I had a couple of weeks before I had to get on the plane, and then I had a 23-hour flight to London. And I was running that through my head, you know, with each of these actors who are hugely successful people. Great actors. I had to go through my mind for myself and try and work out how I'm going to, you know, not be sort of stunned to the point that I can't work. The great thing is the moment that I met each of them, and they were so grounded and real and normal. You know, they were beautiful, funny people who love the craft of acting, and that's why they're where they are, you know. And it was a great relief. The work took over, and you know, while I was always aware that I was working opposite these, you know, icons in a way, at the same time the work was completely took over, and it was just joy. It was like being opposite one of my best friends working in the theater or you know, or on another film. It was just amazing.
They made you feel welcome. They made you feel comfortable, and
completely open, welcome, and you know, they really wanted me to give my best. So, you know, they brought their best, and you know, when they bring it, it's very exciting. They it means, you know, if someone opposite you is generous and as talented as these people, you just need to open your eyes and ears, your mind, your body, and respond. And you know, it'll kind of guide you through. You don't really need to know anything.
Right. Exactly. And you've been in this business for quite some time, mainly in Australia, and it's so funny because a few of us here in the States watched Home and Away, which you were on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's weird because we tend to watch a lot of the foreign shows like Home and Away, Neighbors, Hollyoaks, and all that stuff, and it's just it's
wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow, good on you for doing that. I mean, that's amazing. I wasn't sure that how well Australian shows travel to America, but you know, I think that's happening a bit more these days. And you know, I know that a lot of them go to Europe and England and all that stuff, but there's actually quite a few really good Australian shows.
Yeah. And how long were you on Home and Away? when you did that show?
Oh, funnily enough, that's funny you mentioned that because I was really only in that for I think 7 episodes. I was essentially just a guest on that. I thought you might have mentioned The Clown's Daughters or Underbelly or Mr. and Mrs. Murder, which was a lot more, but 3 or 4 seasons. But that's really interesting. Home and Away has a huge reach, actually.
Yeah.
It's been going for a very long time as well.
Right. And I think you mentioned you do the Moody's as well.
The Moody's, yeah. Look, I mean, the last 3 or 4 years, I've done a fair few comedies, and Moody's was, one of the best, and Mr. and Mrs. Murder as well was another one. I did over the last few years, and so sort of that journey culminating in Mortdecai was actually a great little block of work there. It really seemed to be a direction and pathway for me. So this is a great start. I call it. This is my beginning.
Very cool.
In America,
What or who, I should say who, do you want to work with in the not-too-distant future in this industry that you always admired, you always looked up to, that you want to work with and also study their craft from in person?
Look, Coen Brothers, Judd Apatow.
Oh, really?
I obviously want to work with Scorsese.
Obviously.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's a list of directors that I have, and like not in front of me right now. But the reality is that there are. But look, the Coen Brothers are a guiding light, I think. I love the way that they do things. I would love to work for them.
And, of course, Scorsese, as you said, that would be a huge thrill for anybody. I mean, he's just amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, but then you want to work for Will Ferrell, you know what I mean? Absolutely want to do that. It's kind of, look, I'm very attracted to the dark and the laugh.
Okay.
If you can combine them, I think all the better. Those I'm a student of the '80s comedy, the Beverly Hills Cops, 48 Hours, Training Places, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, the Frisco Kid, Gene Wilder films,
right?
The Naked Guns, I love them. They're a little on. Yeah, they're on the ridiculous. I was in London watching The Naked Gun on television, and that was just a reminder of how brilliant Leslie Nielsen was. So, while I have a real passion for dramatic work, my equal passion, and maybe even more, is something of a comedic bent. Midnight Run with Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that's sort of those are action comedies. Those are dramatic contexts that they're kind of subverted, really.
Yeah. Well, I hope that we get to see more of you in the not-too-distant future here in the States now, after Mortdecai, for sure.
Thank you so much. It's I've been so welcomed here. It's just brilliant. I'm living in LA at the moment, and it's been a really beautiful experience.
The film is in theaters now, and as I said, obviously everybody's buzzing about you right now, and I think that's a huge deal. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of you come not too far away. So we're going to definitely be on the lookout for you.
Awesome. That is so great. And, it's an exciting time.
Best of luck with anything. Let's try this again. Jonny Pasvolsky. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Did I get it?
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm learning. I swear.
3